Okay, so I've got 2 meters of ribbed stretch fabric, and the first thing I'm going to do is just lay the fabric out and then fold it again, ready to make the trouser part of the jumpsuit. Okay, so now that I've folded the fabric twice over, I'm going to get the jumpsuit that I'm going to be tracing to make my jumpsuit. Now, I'm only making the trouser part of the jumpsuit at this moment in time, so I've folded over the top half, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut around the edge of the jumpsuit, but I'm going to make sure that I've got at least ½ inch seam allowance so that when I sew it, I've got room to obviously sew and then have the space that I need to obviously wear it. So I've just used the pins as guidance to kind of let me know whereabouts ½ inch is, so that when I cut it, I've left enough room. Again, I folded over the top half, and now I'm just going ahead and cutting around. As you can see, even at the top of the trousers, I'm still giving at least ½ inch seam allowance, just so that when I attach the trousers to the top half, there is room for me to do that. Now this template is only a 3/4 length jumpsuit, and I really wanted a maxi long jumpsuit, so even though the jumpsuit that I'm tracing has ended, I've just carried on cutting down to the length that I want my jumpsuit to be. Okay, so now that I've finished cutting, I'm gonna just quickly unpin, and then I'm gonna remove the inner, or the second trouser, so that together they can be sewn together. So I'm just going to move those out the way, and now I'm going to start on the top part of the jumpsuit. So I'm going to just get the remaining fabric that I have, and again I'm going to fold the fabric ready to be cut. Okay, so back to the trousers now. So I've taken one trouser leg and I'm just pinning it in place. I just want to make it clear that I'm pinning it inside out, so that when I sew it will be on the inside, so that when I turn it inside out, it will be well, correct. Okay, so you're going to start sewing where my thumb is. You want to leave that top half unsewn so that you can then connect it to the other trousers and sew together. So you're going to start where I've just placed it, and you're going to just sew all the way down. Okay, so both trouser legs have been sewn now, so you're going to turn one right side out and leave one inside out, and then put the right side out one inside the inside out one, and then where my thumb is, you're going to just pin, and then you're going to sew, and that just means that obviously once you've sewn it and you take the other one out, it will be connected. So trousers are done now. All that needs to be done with the trousers is it just needs hemming and attaching to the top half. So I'm going to move on to the top now, and I'm just pinning the two sides together, ready for it to be sewn. Okay, so now that everything is sewn, I'm turning the top part of the jumpsuit right side out, and I'm connecting that with the top part of the trousers so that it can be sewn together. So you can just see here that I'm just pinning it ready to be sewn. So now I've sewn the jumpsuit, or the top and the trousers together, I'm now going to start hemming the top part. So you can see that I've pinned it all in place ready to be sewn as well. Right, so here I'm measuring out the length of the top part so that I can make sure that I've cut the right size for the elastic. So you'll see here that the elastic is slightly shorter than the actual jumpsuit width of the top, and that's because it needs to be able to expand and stretch. So I think I've taken like 2 or 3 inches off. Okay, as I'm sewing the elastic onto the jumpsuit, I'm pulling and stretching it so that when I let go, it will be stretchy, if that makes sense. So I'm pulling as I'm sewing. And that's pretty much that top part done. I didn't show this, but I did go ahead and hem the bottom part of the trousers. If you want to see how I dress this up with hair, accessories, makeup, then head over to my TikTok or Instagram at the Lamina Collection. See ya!